Morning class. Today we are going to do conservation of energy. This is our last topic of this chapter, and after this chapter 3 will be completed and we'll be starting with chapter 1 explanation in our next period. Okay. So what is conservation of energy? We have already studied that transformation of energy from one form to another. Some part of energy is changed into non-useful form also, but the total sum of useful and non-useful energy is same as the energy being transformed. For example, 100 joule of electrical energy is there. It is converted into mechanical energy in an electric motor. It is possible that 60 joule is the mechanical energy and remaining 40 joule may be heat and sound energy. Thus you can say that it is conserved. 60 plus 40, 100, and starting also we took 100 joule. So total energy is always conserved in each transformation of energy. Now this is explained with this example of roller coaster. When the roller coaster in the starting is at this position, at this height, here it is stationary, it is not moving, kinetic energy is completely zero, and at this height potential energy is maximum and kinetic energy is zero. But as it starts coming down, potential energy starts decreasing and kinetic energy starts increasing, and when it reaches the ground, potential energy is completely zero and kinetic energy is the maximum. And again when it starts going up, the potential energy starts increasing as the height starts increasing and kinetic energy starts decreasing in the same amount as the potential energy is increasing. Now let's see the value in numerical form. For example, at this height potential energy is 40,000 and kinetic energy is zero, and as it starts coming down, potential energy starts decreasing and kinetic energy starts increasing. At one point they both are equal. Then as the body moves further on the ground, potential energy keeps on decreasing and kinetic energy keeps on increasing. Now can you see, if you add them at any moment of time, it is 40,000, it is 40,000 here also, 20 plus 20, 40,000 here also, 7,500 plus 32,500, 40,000, and here also. So can you see, every time the energy is changing its form but the total energy is remaining same. Okay. Now next example is a vertically falling ball. When it is at this height, the ball is at this height, its potential energy is E and kinetic energy is zero. But as it starts coming down on the ground floor, potential energy becomes zero and kinetic energy becomes maximum. But it is always conserved. Total is E. In the middle, when the potential energy was decreasing and kinetic energy was increasing, E by 2, their sum is also going to come E. Okay, and at the ground floor 0 plus E, E. So all I want to say is that the energy remains the same. Total amount of energy remains the same. Now next topic, our last topic, is production of hydroelectricity. When we produce electricity with the help of water, flowing water. Now there is a dam and we store the water at height. The flowing water has got kinetic energy and that energy is stored in this dam in the form of potential energy, and again when this water is released, it moves the turbine because the potential energy changes into kinetic energy, and this kinetic energy is transferred to the blades of the turbine as the kinetic energy which rotates the turbine, and as the turbine rotates, the electricity is produced. Okay, so this finishes our chapter number 3's explanation. I hope you understand, children. Please read the whole chapter once again yourself, and if you have any doubt, you please ask me. Okay, thank you.